Ha 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 ha! Hey there, boo boo! You guys ready? All right. It is 8:03 a.m. on Wall Street, not too far from the stock market open. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of almost 19,000 foreign exchange traders. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for all your positive energy. Let's go. Let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. But please stay small, stay humble, focused on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. So hello, my name is Wayne. I'm a currency trader just like you. I wake up every day with the goal of being patient, being disciplined, being focused, having a long-term vision and trying to execute that vision every day. If I'm a buyer, I buy dips. I do not buy high. If I'm a seller, I sell lower highs. And that's it. So I have to have a fundamental bias, but then use technical analysis to confirm market conditions are appropriate or not appropriate. So anyway, ask questions, get involved, and I will do my best to share the things I've learned over the last 20 years of being a Forex trader. Before that, I was a venture capitalist and a successful high-tech entrepreneur in the Silicon Valley. So I'm a businessman, and that's how I've always looked at Forex. I'd like to invite you to visit tradersway.com. There's going to be a day when you need to choose your broker. Yeah. So at first you might think, well, you want cheap. No, you don't want cheap. Yeah, you want competitive fees. You don't want to pay too much, but cheap. Most likely your cheap broker is lying to you and you're getting slipped on all your trades and you think you're paying 0.1 on your spread, but you're actually losing a half a pip in and a half a pip out or more. And you're probably paying way too much. Plus, you're dealing with someone that's unscrupulous. So anyways, how about a competitive fee structure? Seems reasonable, right? Fast execution speed. Yeah. Now that sounds good, being faster than most. That's what Trader's Way is. What else? How about they actually pay you your swaps? Hey, that sounds good, right? Like, shouldn't you get paid the interest income you deserve? Well, many brokers don't pay you that. Okay, so that's really good. And so how about you open up a demo account today at tradersway.com and see over the next few days, weeks, or months, or even years that you practice being a successful Forex trader, that they earn your loyalty and respect. You're like, well, Wayne, that sounds really good. And I'm like, I know, right? Right? Yeah. That sounds really good. That makes a ton of sense. Good. Tradersway.com. Good. Make that happen, yo. Okay. Yeah. What are we looking at here? Continued dollar strength. Continued Japanese yen weakness. Aight. Okay, that's fine. That's been 36 hours of that. Swissy, 36 hours of niet. Okay. Pound was strong and euro was weak. Now pound is weak and euro is strong. Okay, interesting. CAD is ripper strong. Energy prices keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. Okay. Kashif says, I think market is not confirming your thesis of yields going up after the... Dude, are you saying like the last 5 hours of trading has thrown out my general thesis of investing? Okay. Aussie dollar, okay, has been slowly recovering. It's been like going up in Asia, coming down in Europe, up in Asia, down in Europe, up in Asia, down in Europe, okay? And Kiwi, you know, I was trying to catch Kiwi yesterday, and it never made it. It just never made it. So I ended up losing 15 pips, I think. Well, I think I moved my stop, and I think that was wise. So anyways, and yeah. So let's start with commodities. You guys trade gold, oil, Bitcoin? What do you like? Okay. Okay, WTI, my oh my, WTI, up from way down here, up from 60, okay, to 70, pull back, through 70, pull back, on our way to what, 80? Wowzer. Brent has already hit 80 if you look at Brent, so we can go over here. Oh yeah, look at this. There's the projected high for the week. It's an out of position trade. What's supposed to happen next? Down. Okay, not my opinion. This is a pattern seen in technical analysis. So we'll see. The thing is, there's a lot of fundamental reasons why this is up. Okay. Now, there's been an energy crisis in the UK, and if I think I read it correctly, and I find it shocking, but is it true the British government decided to respond to high natural gas and energy prices by putting a cap on prices? Is that what they said? Like prices are too high, so you're not allowed to lift it any higher than this? Is that what they did? Well, Shug, you don't typically have an energy crisis in one place on Earth. Right. But anyways, and if that's true, that was dumb. And they're going to have to pay a penalty for that. Yeah. Well, Andrew says not sure, but many suppliers have gone bust. Yeah, but I think because the government said you're not allowed to charge market prices. Well, that will put you out of business. So so I think that's what happened. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. But Andrew, suppliers go out of business when the government gets involved to protect people. Hey, Crispy, instead of spamming the chat while I'm speaking, which I find a little rude, I'm speaking right now, why don't you contact the support at tradersway.com? Just go there. Just go to the website and click on support. I don't know anything about India. I'm not Indian. All right. Jeez, so rude. Let us, therefore, so anyways, what I was going to say is when the government comes in and says the market price is too high, well, guess what? Who set the market price? A supplier? No, the market. And then the government says prices are too high, so you're not allowed to raise them. Well, then those that are supplying will go out of business because they're not earning enough money to even pay their bills. And anyways. Okay, so YOO Tube says energy cap has been in place for some time. That's what will put them out of business. Okay, That will put people out of business. When the government says the market price is wrong and the government should dictate the price, that will put people out of business. That will kill capitalism. Yeah. So that's terrible. So, well, the market says they will have to pay a penalty. Yeah, Peter says it's not an energy crisis. They just lack the truck drivers to ship the product. Great. So putting a cap on price will only put the suppliers out of business. Why don't, if the government wants to get involved, why don't they use the military to drive the trucks? Right? Ashish says, is that the beginning of stagflation? When the government comes in to manipulate the market, that's how you get stagflation. Yes. Okay. When they put floors and ceilings on prices, that's when you do you get oversupply or undersupply. Yes. So once again, if the British government wanted to do something about a shortage of energy, instead of placing a cap on price, they should actually help break the supply chain glut. So if there's not enough truck drivers, get the army to drive the trucks. Solve the problem. It's not price. Gee whiz, huh? So anyways, I hate when governments get involved because it never works. I don't think it ever works. Okay, cash for clunkers was good. Remember cash for clunkers? All right, that worked. All right, gold still coming down. Remember, right? This is interesting because I look at this and I actually want to buy gold, which is fun, right? But I look at it and like, I can't buy it. I can't buy it. I can't buy it. I can't buy it. I want to buy it. This is falling. But I'm using technical analysis, right? So I look at it, I'm like, I can't buy it. Too bad. So I keep trapping it like, oh, well, maybe it'll pop up here. It didn't. Okay, well, maybe it'll pop up here. Well, it didn't. And now I have to say, well, maybe it'll pop up here. Meanwhile, if you're a bear, go ahead and take it. Okay? But I don't know. Okay. Serge says, hey, UK cap on energy prices and on gas and electricity. Yeah, but that's what we're talking about. Cash says they are using the army. Really? Okay. Well, they say, hey, I apologize if I'm speaking. Yeah. So if I have no idea what I'm talking about, then I admit it and then I apologize. But it was just something I picked up and I'm like, oh my God, capping prices. I do not like that. It just gets me all fired up. All right. Okay, so looking at bitty, very similar to gold, huh? Now, of course, we don't have weekend price action built into this model, but this doesn't say up, is all I can tell you. Okay. Somebody is selling it at 45, somebody's buying it at 40, somebody's going to lose. Well, not necessarily. These guys could take profit and then these guys could take it up. I would guess up. Okay. Cash says it's a labor shortage due to Brexit. Well, maybe it's Brexit, maybe it's COVID, maybe it's something else. YouTube says driver crisis is much more complex. Really? You hire someone, they drive it. But I'll tell you, the U.S. is in the same boat. There's a driver shortage for everything. Okay. I've had 2 cranes, 2 excavators, and 2 skid steers delivered to my house, and 2 dumpsters delivered to my house recently, and I think it was $150 150,000 pounds of rock gravel, which is 75 tons. I think that's right. It might have been 100 tons of gravel delivered. So I talked to a lot of drivers is what I'm trying to tell you. And yeah, there's a shortage. Yeah. Yeah, okay, YouTube, that's fair. I admit that. That's fair, YouTube. I'm totally cool with that. You're right. All right, so anyways, bitty. Yeah, so, hey, energy high, metals and crypto down. Okay. So let's take a look around the world. Where do you want to start? Yens or dollars? Let's do yens. Okay, my model indicates that yen should be weak. And what we're looking at now, this is old analysis. We update this now. We can update it to here or here. Okay. I like this one. You can see we've already identified a roll reversal right here. And I bought it. Yep. So I have one here and one up there. Yep. Okay, and what is my general plan here? Up, down, and up. Cool. Pray for me. Jean Guy says, need to start treating drivers better. For sure. Well, everybody in particular, right? One of the dump truck drivers, and I'm telling you, these are big dump trucks. Big, heavy dump trucks. Was driven by a woman. Not that, like, it's not a big deal that women can or cannot drive a big dump truck. I mean, look, but the thing is, it's still, I think, quite rare. So I thought that was really cool. I'm like, oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Darko. Yeah. That was yesterday. Yeah. Is that right, Chris? Yeah, that's cool. All right. So anyway, so I'm just climbing. That's all. I'm climbing. My precious Beamer. I wouldn't call it precious, but I did when the crane operator came by. I'm like, hey man, do I need to move any of these cars? And he says, yeah, I'm afraid you're gonna have to move that Porsche to my driveway. I thought that was pretty funny. Chuck Duck says lots of female truck driver operators in the mines. Really? Much less aggressive, easier on the equipment in general. Yeah, and smarter. Just generally smarter, right? Yeah, safer. That's really interesting, Chuck Duck. That's really interesting. Yeah. Yeah, totally makes sense. I'd buy that. All right, let's take a look. Let's zoom in a little bit more on our kitty catty. Okay. Okay. I have one down here. Okay. I wanted a bigger pullback, didn't get it. But you can see the role reversal was in play. So we talked a lot about this in the day trading group last night. And, you know, there was basically plan A up here, whether it was role reversal, moving averages and all that, or plan B for the fuller pullback. So, you know, so very often what I do is I put plan A on one pair and plan B on the other pair. So you can, on that other one that we just covered, was it Aussie? I caught the pullback plan A, and then on this one I had plan B, and it didn't pull that far back. Okay, because you don't know if it's going to be a good overnight or a bad overnight for your position. So anyways. All right, so anyways, kicking off the 1 hour 21 at 88, and it's trying its best to move up. Very cool. Okay, target is not that far away, you know, but whatever. It's out of position. You're really already on tomorrow's trade. So this gets you to 88.5. So there's another 35 pips, I would guess, on that one. Taking a euro. Euro's strong, huh? So price action. Up, 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 down, down, buy. 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 Up, 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 up. What's going to happen next? Down, down, buy. Okay. Will you buy the 21? 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 I don't know, Wayne. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Look, use a role reversal. Pachow. What's up, TVA? Okay. Yep. So I'm looking at this area here and trying to kind of play the fact it shouldn't make a lower low, especially while the yen is reasonably weak. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely weak. Okay, but the question is it too weak to buy a pullback? And so anyways, this is a very, very, very critical space in here. Right. So I did buy a dip in here, probably right on this line. And so I'm risking this lower yellow area. And so I'd like it to keep up. And of course, if it drops lower than that, I don't want to play that game. Because remember, it's supposed to make a series of higher highs and higher lows. So half your job is wait for it to make a pullback. And the other half is to have that survive and have that go up. And so you end up always really risking the difference between the actual previous low and your higher low. So the farther it pulls back, the less you're risking. But the interesting thing is the more it pulls back, the less likely it's going to go up. So it's a real fine line. So what you want to look at for is roll reversals and psych levels, that kind of stuff. Okay. Denny wants to sell it at 52. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that. Okay. I don't like the seasonality of your setup, but technically that makes sense. Fundamentally, well, whatever. We'll see. Okay. Dan says it's perfect. It's not perfect because you're missing the fact that Japanese yen is very likely to be generally weak in that moment. So I think even if you're right on the pound weakness, I think there's a pretty decent chance of sideways for a while, which means that couldn't be possibly a perfect trade if you're throwing out seasonality but only doing technicals. So even if it's right, it's fine, but you're throwing out statistics, right? So once again, then therefore it couldn't be perfect, but it may be a good trade for sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, your price action more than even a scalper. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, so anyways. Oh, right on. Your FTMO. What's FTMO? Why am I drawing a blank on that? Kiwi, yeah, that's the one I lost on. All right. I'm very, 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 very skeptical about that, Dan. But good luck. Yes, I've seen this nonsense. It's you pass the test, they fund you bullcrap. Bullshit. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nonsense. Total garbage. All right. Marina, that's a Rob Booker strategy, isn't it? Yeah, I want to go back and watch the pound a little bit if you don't mind. I'm going to switch up the template though. Okay, it's a beautiful M3 top, which scares me on the bullish side. Right, if you're a bull, that's a scary one to hit. But we've been here before, so it's really, I'm trying to set this up off of next month. So 151 is still sort of the beginning of a buy zone here. Oh, is that right, Morena? I've heard it before. I've gotten sales pitches about missed pivots and stuff. So anyways, what I'm looking at really is next month, and this is a buy zone. So what we're playing now is really a plan A, and then plan B is another test of 150. Well, yeah, so Thiago, that's a one-day position. You one day, right? Guys, we're building stuff that should last for weeks and even months. So one day is nothing. Okay, keep in mind we're building stuff. You're going to have days where it doesn't work, and right, that's fine. But your earlier trades will survive, and then the other ones will break even. Then you'll get a couple more, and then per week you might get 3 or 4 or 5 that hold, and 5 or 6 or 7 that don't hold. So which pivot is missed then, Marina? Because this one I see, that's not a missed pivot. Are you saying like on a daily? You're saying that we didn't hit this, so that means something? Because this means something to me. So this, as we already know, is the best selling price expected in September. We already know that. I mean, that's a given. Wayne, you can start front running next month's pivot. That's what I just talked about. I just talked about that. That's what I'm doing. Okay? This is what I'm doing. Okay? Okay? Plan A, plan B. A, B. Oh, sorry. B, A, B. Cool. Well, there's a little roll reversal going on here on USD CAD. I don't think I covered this. Let me go down to the 15-minute chart. Okay, so what do we have here? Projected top. Okay. Lower high sell. Lower low, lower high sell. Lower low, lower high sell. Lower low. This could be a sell, lower low, or this could be a sell. Okay. So I have one here. See it? Okay. If I lose money, it's okay. There's the lower low, so I sold a lower high. I'm not in control of what the market does now. So if I lose money on that, good loss. Okay? Because I can't predict the future. I can say, well, I think CAD will go up because oil's doing well. Right? And I can tell you that market conditions are technically bearish. Great. And the last part is, right, lower lows, and then you sell the lower high. Lower low, sell the lower high. I know eventually one of these won't work, because eventually this will be upward moving. But my job is to spot lower lows and set up lower highs like that trade. Spot the lower low, right? Sell the lower high. Spot the lower low, sell the lower high like that trade. So I'm short here and here. Okay? And I'm expecting it to do that. And if we're up here, well, then I'm out. Forget about it. Forget about it, right? You know what I'm talking about? So I got to wait. Yes, that's correct. Well, AR, you can do 50, you can do 66. Okay. Yeah, Dan, you're right. The lower lows. So I call that to me, that's a frequency issue. Big lower low, big lower low, big more. Okay, not so big lower low, not so big. But, once again, you're going to be wrong. I'm not afraid of losing, is what I'm trying to get at. I want to get in the trades. So I have a trend like that. Okay. Remember, my losses are so small relative to the wins that I'm just trying to get into a trade. And if this is the one move that does this, then I will step back and regroup and wait for market conditions to be more favorable. Right? So anyways, okay. The expectation here is that this isn't random pricing, that there's a logic behind these moves, and that the logic, maybe it's oil prices, will dictate the direction. So if the direction is down, I just have to sell lower highs. And I will take losses on higher highs. Well, I don't want to be short if it's making higher highs anyway, so I want to get out. Okay? So anyways, so if I want to be short because I think USD CAD is falling, then I must sell lower highs. Some of them won't work out. Most of them will work out. Okay? Cool. Look at these beautiful, beautiful moves. Okay. So here's what I want. You ready? So if I take a loss today, well, then I will wait for market conditions to set up in the next 2 or 3 days and re-enter that same move. Yeah, is pig dropping again? Oh, dang it, son of a... Man, I got punched in the gut on that one. Shite. Yeah, so I got to wait. I'm going to watch Aussie. Boo. All right. Got to watch that. Okay. I'm long off of tomorrow's pivot, so I should be all right. But if it goes lower, then I don't want to be in anymore. Yeah. Mohammed says Saudi Arabia. Wrong SA. man, but look at euro. Wow. Lovely, told you, mom. Beautiful euro today. It's crazy. And it's been the dog, man. It's been the dog recently. Mm-hmm. Well, I suspect the energy crisis has something to do with it. I don't know, unless something happened overnight while I was sleeping. It takes me a few hours to do my research and read things and listen and watch. Yeah, it's true. We already did quadruple witching last week, but for those that are not exposed to futures or options, you know, we're heading into the end of the quarter, and there's often rebalancing and other such activities that need to occur in portfolios. I'm really looking forward to October, November, December. Q4 is probably my favorite time of the year. Looks like all I had to do was buy euro yen last night. Son of a... Son of a... So anyways, so I'll have to watch that. I'm going to keep my eye on kitty cat yen, pound yen. Yeah, it's tickling 151. Oh my, oh my. Okay. So I look at these down days as opportunities. That's the difference, right? I don't say, oh my God, like somebody said earlier, well, what about your investment thesis? It's full of crap because the dollar's strong for the last 5 hours. I'm like, dude. Look, if I'm a bull, right? Down days are buying opportunities. But the trick is I can't be so stupid that it's trending down and I'm buying it on the way down. I don't do that. But one red day doesn't, kill it for me. Okay. Kashif says, hey, I checked euro dollar seasonality over the last 30 years and you're spot on in that. Well, thank you. You told me to buy euro yen and you bought it? When did I tell you to buy euro yen? I'm glad I did. I mean, I see some price action for sure, right? For sure. So I got this lined up for tomorrow or tonight. Boom, 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 boom. So I was on this earlier. Here's where I'm at. I was on this earlier, several days ago, last week before, I can't remember. I don't know why I swallowed the fly, but I moved my stop and I got knocked out in here. I don't know why. I don't know where. Probably right there. And these extra 30, 40 pips are supposed to be in my pocket. So I don't know why I did it. And it was a mistake. So I'm a little bummed out because the trade was a little heavy too. So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. So I don't know why I did it. Maybe I got spread out or something. But I'm not in it anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why, man. So anyways, I'm not in it anymore, and I don't know why. Well, I don't know why, but I did lock in profit, and so I don't know why I'm not in it anymore. Sucks, man. But anyways. All right, well, I guess I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to do something. I don't know what to do. So I think I'll call it a day and see if I can grab some of these pullbacks and maybe get pound or maybe stay away from pound for a day or two or something. Yeah, just buy pound yen. Yeah, well, I bought it earlier today, and that tells you a lot too. So I got kicked in the shins on that one. So anyways, so the best performing currency pair today, I got out in the London session. Took profit in the London session. And then the worst performing one, I bought, an hour ago, and I've already got knocked out for a loss. So there's my day. I bought the biggest loser, and I let the biggest winner go. So I think maybe I need a cigar and a bourbon at 8:30 in the morning and figure things out and get my shit together so I can get on to the next trade, right? So anyways, peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for all the stuff that you guys share. I mean, it's really cool, right? We're talking about my techniques. We're talking about other people's techniques. We're talking about all our challenges, our wins, our losses. I like that, man. I like it. So thank you for being here. I like to say that you give me the strength to get out of bed and do what needs to get done. Okay? You make me want to be a better trader. Okay? So I'm always doing my best to grow and to become a more patient, more disciplined trader with proper techniques, all techniques. So sharp, sharp.